and the San Diego Chargers. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. And one of the guys to watch out for out of this group is the man on the outside, Keenan Allen.
His versatility, able to play outside the numbers, come back inside to the slot. In any case, you've got to find ways to get him the ball.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive. First interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Now let's go. Green, 39. No. Check. Patriot. Look now, look at 56.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
3rd and long for Hackenberg. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play there on the catch and run. 37 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. One receiver left, that's Allen. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw, and almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. On the defensive side, the starters for the New York Jets, Charles.
Let's start with their rookie linebacker, Darren Lee. Played cornerback, if you can believe that, in high school for a while, and uses that same speed at the linebacker position. Hard to block because he's hard to find.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
And on second and goal, they decide to throw it again, and this result is even worse. They take a sack. On first down, it was simply an incomplete pass. Not a good first two plays, beginning with first and goal.
Hey, 380. 380.
Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. New York set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, that pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Second down following the run. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
On second down, here's Hackenberg. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he's got some space here. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Give him 11 on the gain there. And that leads to a New York first down. They go play action here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And we'll take a look quickly at the San Diego defense.
Manti Te'o continues to evolve as a linebacker. Known for his ability to cover the pass coming out of college, he's added excellent run-stopping ability along the way.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Griffin, and Anderson's got it. And he's brought down. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Fresh set of downs here. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Five wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. To throw is RG3, surveying the field. And the pressure getting to RG3. He's brought down for the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's Griffin. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. It's Griffin. That one complete to Anderson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 19 yards there on the pickup. And that's going to make it 4th down. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. We'll see what they'll do here as they're up against a 4th and inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try to sneak with Griffin. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
Well, the hallmarks of their success this year, they've been fearless on 4th down, and they convert another one right here to move the chains.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll come out in the pistol. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And this complete to Henry over the middle. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Now Griffin on 2nd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Teo coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Well, in my time in football, I've yet to see a playbook that draws up offensive plays designed to lose yardage. A running play loses yardage on 1st down. They try and throw it, take a sack on 2nd down. What can the offensive coordinator come up with here on 3rd down?
On third and goal. Here's Griffin. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They were looking for Marshall that time, and that'll bring up a fourth down. So on comes the field goal unit for the Jets. Here's Nick Folk. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And Folk's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
One receiver left, that's Allen. And Dalton to throw. And got his man, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, we got 3 out, 3 out. 380. Right there, 54, right there, 54 money.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And that is incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And Lambeau will put this one through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A good pick up there, 26 yards. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And they're going to speed things up here.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown.
Now look out, Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now San Diego getting set to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And quickly, they get to the line.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense has it 1st and 10. First and 10 for Dalton. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Second down, Dalton. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. To throw here, Dalton. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding third and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And he's brought down. So we stumbled upon halftime. And apparently that's all, Larry. So much for the halftime report. We'll see in the postgame. We're ready to get to the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it then. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Griffin now off the bootleg. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And still for me, with the injuries, every time he carries that football, you just kind of hold your breath, don't you?
You have to, because you noted it. The injuries in the past have derailed his career up until this point. Now we're seeing some more evidence of him using his legs again, but he does have to be careful. They need him out on the field.
Yeah, RG3, you got to have him out there. So explosive. Griffin. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it second down. On second down, here's Griffin. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Throwing now, Griffin on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a second down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. They'll throw on first down with Griffin. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now it's Griffin. Steps away to his left. This will be caught at the 2. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. RG3 outside of the pocket. You know that's where he can be really dangerous with the feet or here the arm.
And that scares defenses in a big way because his ability to break ranks and still make big throws or, as you suggested, take off and go, how do you defend that when he's on his game?
From the 2-yard line now, it's first and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Second and goal. Defense digging it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. And he puts it through. They're within 3. It's 13-10. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead,
blitz coming, and down he goes. Darren Lee, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage.
He's got him in, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Travis Benjamin, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And he puts it through. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now out come the Jets. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. They go play action. Griffin. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
I'm sure that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
5 wides in the game. 4 of them to the right side. For Hackenberg. He's got time. He's going to let it go again. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
That's pulled in at the 32. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. They come up in an offset eye. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll come out in the pistol.
380. Zebra.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
And the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there. It doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the second level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off. That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And right side, Henry's got it. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it's a 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for him.
He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's 3rd and short.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 3rd and 2. Now Griffin. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And we're back now in Mission Valley and San Diego. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. first down. Griffin. He completes it to Peak. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Another pistol look here. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 12. And that's good for a Jet first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Second down now after the incompletion. Again on 2nd and 10. It's Griffin. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Here comes Marshall in motion right. The play clock's running down. From the red zone now, here's Griffin on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Once again, Griffin. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
And you're so right because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Running back. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. To throw here, Dalton. Now they go screen. It's complete. A gain of 11 and a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Partner, there are times when I feel a little bit guilty about offering some criticism because I see the thought process here, trying to bounce it outside and gain some yardage. But every now and then you got to think ahead and just take your medicine. Go down. Don't give up anymore.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Well, now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. On the give, this is their fullback. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32. He needed 9. He got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now New York set to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Now they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. And they'll go on the ground. And an alley to run. He's at the 50, the 30. 10, and he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter.
And now we've got a tie game after that touchdown. And you and I both know what that means. Extra point in this situation, this little time left, takes on some extra emphasis, doesn't it?
It does indeed. Now inside the final minute, can they get it and hold on? Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. That'll be taken in the end zone. And get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They'll get 19 yards there. And the Chargers are going to have a first down. And now they're in the hurry-up. He's back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Ready, 380.
They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for his fullback there, Zach Line, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. And New York set to take the field. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild?
And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. 2nd down, 8. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Griffin down to a knee, and that should be the final act in this game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From San Diego, so long and good night, everybody.